What I'm about to tell you is common sense to some, but it's overlooked by so many marketers. I'm Antonio. For the last 5 years, I've worked with businesses that invest heavily in paid ads. Google, Meta, you name it. But here's what I keep seeing. They spend thousands to drive clicks, but stop measuring the second the customer picks up the phone. The problem? Calls are still one of the top ways that people connect to local businesses. And if you're not tracking calls completely, how do you even know what's working? I'm here to show you why pairing paid ads with proper call tracking is the best way to save on budget and increase ROI. Let's connect the dots. For starters, paid ads drive calls a lot more than you might think. Google's research shows that 61% of mobile searchers said that the click-to-call functionality was one of the most important factors in their decision-making. That means when your ads show up, a large part of what's happening happens over the phone, not on your landing page. If you're not tracking the calls right, then you're missing a huge slice of the ad-driven ROI pie. Second, call tracking closes the attribution gap. Most businesses measure ad performance by clicks or form fills, but calls and what happens on those calls often gets ignored. There was a Forrester study done that showed that marketers claimed that phone calls had a higher chance of conversion than any of their other leads. Call tracking ties that exact phone conversation to the ad, campaign, and keywords that were used. That way you know exactly where to spend your money. Which leads me to my third point. Better data equals smarter budget allocation. Without call tracking data, you might think that some of your ads are underperforming, when in reality, they could just be generating calls somewhere else. In my experience, I've seen businesses reallocate up to 30% of their budget once they find out which ads are generating phone calls. Smarter data means less wasted spend and more money behind the campaigns that are actually working. Now I've got two very important points left. Calls reveal customer intent that you can't see from just clicks. Data analytics show you what people clicked, while calls tell you why they called. The power of analyzing a conversation to understand the consumer's intent, questions, and even objections is huge. You can use this data to optimize your ad copy, your landing pages, and even your sales script. Paid ads paired with call tracking just creates this feedback loop that ultimately improves your marketing performance. And lastly, scale requires automation. Managing a few calls might work for a small business, but when you have a multi-location or high volume campaigns, calls are going to pile up and you're going to miss out on all of this data. Call tracking platforms can record, transcript, and analyze all of your calls automatically, surfacing insights that you wouldn't have seen on your own, especially at scale. Listen, it's a lot, but sometimes it's worth its weight in gold to reach out to an expert and talk to the people who live and breathe this stuff. We're on a mission to help marketers connect tools and concepts like digital ad campaigns with call tracking software so you can turn every click and call into measurable ROI. But just so you know, you're the one that drives the directions of these videos. If you have tools or concepts that you want to see paired, just put them down in the comment section. And if you don't want to miss the next video, give myself or PowerCore a follow, and we'll see you next week.